Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on Stargirl and the Flash because, well, something happened. So, wow. Just wow. Just wow. This news came around and just, gave us the old slap around the face or over the face. Left side of the face, right side of the face, and just a punch in the middle of the face, right on the nose for good measure. And while that all sounds extremely painful, it's the best type of pain. And yes, I do have no idea what I'm talking about right now. I'm just excited because of this news. So since Stargirl was announced as a show that would air on the CW, let alone just a show exclusive to the CW come season 2 at the very least, we have all been wondering, like, okay, well, will Stargirl, cross over with the other shows on the CW? And due to COVID and everything like that, heading into the, last year and also into this year, I think most of us pretty much ruled it out for this season just due to travel and quarantine and, when you go to like Canada and stuff like that. There was just a lot of issues. But the CW and Warner Brothers was like, no, I'm sorry, COVID ain't stopping us. We're still going to do some crossovers. So of course, as you can tell by the title of the video, they're not just big, but pretty massive news because of its importance for things going forward, is that Jay Garrick, played by John Wesley Shipp, will be appearing in Stargirl Season 2. So this information and reveal is coming from EW, it's their exclusive info, and they wrote initially on their reveal post that EW has exclusively learned that John Wesley Shipp will guest star in Season 2 of the CW's high school superhero drama. Shipp will appear in episode 9 reprising his role as old school speed star Jay Garrick from The Flash. So, if you didn't know, Jay Garrick is now appearing on Stargirl. So there are some key important parts there to take note of. The first being that he is reprising his role as Jay Garrick, which means it's meant to be the same version that we have known in the past. Though that doesn't mean he has to look the same and necessarily have 100% of the same history, because it's very important to remember we haven't hung out with Jay Garrick since Crisis. We haven't met him, so there could be changes due to Crisis. And also in regards to his looks and maybe stuff that he says and refers to, it doesn't have to be the same, and the reasoning for that will come up very soon. And they of course do state that he will be in episode 9, and that's it by the sounds of it, so this just does sound like it's a one and done sort of episode thing for this season, but that's what you would expect, especially when you learn what the episode actually is about. And that's revealed in the description for the CW, or from the CW, which reads, Jay Garrick plays a role in a pivotal flashback episode that establishes the Golden Age Flash as a member of Earth 2's Justice Society of America, or the JSA. So this episode, that of course being episode 9 of season 2 of Stargirl, will show us the old JSA by the sounds of it, including the Jay Garrick we have known and loved, which just does sound pretty awesome. In regards to what the episode is specifically about, it is episode 9 of a 13 episode season. We know that Stargirl season 2 has 13 episodes, so it is highly likely that the episode could be about one of the villains and how the JSA in the past maybe took them on or dealt with them or found a way to defeat them, or just a general mystery about their character that then shows up again in the present day or is used in the present day. But it does sound like the episode could be a complete flashback episode. By the way they describe it, it's like completely flashback, so no present day scenes, which is similar to stuff we have seen or episodes we've seen on like Arrow and the Flash, and I think even Supergirl's done it as well, that have been completely set in the past or the future for the most part, with no scenes with the present day or current day iterations of the characters. So at the very least I could see Jay Garrick and Pat Dugan being in this episode, but maybe some others which we'll bring up in a second. But the CW also attached this quote to the Jay Garrick crossover news, which reads, this miniature crossover will officially bring Stargirl, Breck Bassinger, into CW's post-crisis CW-verse, yes, that'll trigger people that name, alongside The Flash, Superman, Lois, Batwoman, Black Lightning, Supergirl, and DC's Legends of Tomorrow. So that's the important line, because that pretty much means it is our Jay Garrick that's crossing over. Like, that wasn't really hammered down on. Like, they say he's he's reprising the role, but it just could be he's reprising the character that's called Jay Garrick, maybe not his that iteration that he's played before. But this says it's bringing Stargirl into the CW verse or Arrowverse, whatever you want to call it. So it'll be interesting to see things going forward with that, but for this to be like that kicking off point and that official inauguration, if you want to call it, of Stargirl into the Arrowverse, it's a big moment, even though it's a mini crossover or a miniature crossover, as they do say. Now, as I said, it's a flashback episode, so the big question is, will there be other JSA members in this flashback episode? Because they got a flashback to at least 10 years in the past, because that's when the golden age of heroes fell. So they got to go at minimum 10 years in the past, or they might even go more, like 15, 20, who knows. So what other JSA members could be in this flashback episode? One character I think a lot of people would like to see that could tie into it, because there's things in like the rest of season 2 of Stargirl that connect to this character, and that's the Alan Scott Green Lantern. His daughter Jade is supposed to be in this season, so it will be interesting to see if they can use him. The big issue with that is that the Green Lantern HBO Max show is using Alan Scott, but all this stuff would air before that, the HBO Max stuff had aired, so maybe they can still do it. Who knows? Or you never know. Maybe the Alan Scott Green Lantern on Stargirl is the exact same one that's going to be on the HBO Max show. Who knows? Probably not going to be the case, but you never know. The OG Wildcat, Ted Grant, apparently he's already like filmed scenes for this season. So he's probably a good thing, or a good shout to be in this episode as well. The OG Dr. Midnight, Charles McKnight, he was rumored to be in this season ages ago. Like Henry Thomas, I think the actor's name, was rumored to be coming back for this season, so this would line up. And maybe the original Owlman as well. So there's, Rex Tyler. There's heaps that they can do. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get not just Jay Garrick and Pat Dugan in that flashback episode, but a bunch of other former JSA members, which is what a lot of people have wanted to see. You still want the new JSA to be the main part of the show with Stargirl and stuff. But, to experience some of that older JSA stuff is very, very cool, especially with just a complete flashback episode with them as well. I think that'd be pretty damn awesome. Now, with Jay Garrick heading into Stargirl, will be interesting. Will he wear the suit that we've seen him wear on The Flash before, or will he wear the classic Jay Garrick suit from the comics? Because technically it's in the past. It's going to be a flashback episode, so that he doesn't have to wear that new suit. So it could be the old suit that we see like on the walls of the JSA headquarters in season 1 of Stargirl, the very classic look of Jay Garrick. That'd be very, very cool if he does wear that, and I think he will, because it wouldn't be necessarily an expensive suit to make. It's pretty bare bones for the most part, so I'm crossing my fingers for it. I think we're going to see it. So let's hope we do. Now, one of the big questions going forward is, well, with this iteration of Jay Garrick, are we not going to see him anymore? Because on Stargirl, we learned that apparently Jay Garrick was meant to have died, in the fall of the Golden Age of Heroes, 10 years previous to the show starting. So does that mean he's dead now? Because we were led to believe that, Earth 2 Flash Jay Garrick got killed by the ISA in that battle of the Injustice Society. And while we're led to believe that, it is important to remember that the show has sort of set up that characters from the JSA could have vanished from the public eye after the fall of them in order to protect their loved ones. Like Pat Dugan himself did it, and potentially Sylvester Pemberton, aka Starman, did as well, depending on whatever the end of season 1 actually means. So maybe he went to another Earth in the multiverse after what went down, or he just stayed on Earth 2. As I said, it's post-crisis, so we don't know. We know that Eric Wallace did say that Jay Garrick was apparently meant to be alive on Earth Prime in an interview, but he never appeared on the show. So they may change things around to make it that now he's associated with Earth 2 now. But as I said earlier, it is a flashback episode, so going into this, we should just expect he appears only in scenes from the past. They don't do any current day things with him, but then again, maybe they will. Maybe they do reveal that he's alive in the current day, and that's like a big reveal. I don't know. Because I think they could either do the thing where they go, oh my god, he's alive and he's still on Earth 2, and they reveal that, or maybe they set up like a future endeavor for Stargirl and the other shows to meet, like a mini cliffhanger of sorts, by revealing that, he's alive on a different Earth, that being Earth Prime. Or maybe just hinting at it, not necessarily showing it or setting it up. So it'll be interesting. But overall, I think all of us are excited for this. Even people that hadn't even started Stargirl yet, or even maybe they even dropped The Flash. Maybe they're just watching Stargirl. I think a lot of people are excited for this. And people might even just tune in for this episode because it seems like it could be almost like a standalone episode, even though I think it's going to relate a lot to the main story because it is later in the season. As I said, it's episode 9 of a 13-episode season. I think it's going to relate to the villain in some way, shape, or form, or villains, you never know. But it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm not too sure when this episode films. I know Stargirl finishes filming in April, so they should be around this episode number. And the fact that the news is coming out now makes me think that it's probably filming very, very soon. But we don't know. I don't know if it's actually out there what episode number they're up to filming. The Entertainment Weekly or EW article doesn't say what episode they're filming at the moment. So I have to wait and see. But I'm assuming it's filming soon because this news is coming out now. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on it, show support. Let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions on this. Looking forward to Jay Garrick showing up on Stargirl. Any theories going forward with it and anything like that, let me know in the comments. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.